Hello everyone, and welcome back to Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. I am One Welsh Sheep yet again, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move on into the next trio of worlds, starting with this interesting world by here, the Wet Dry world. I think that's what it's called anyway. And this stage is quite different, quite interesting indeed, because depending on where we actually jump into this painting here, it will dictate actually the world itself. Like, for example, if we jump into the lower portion of this painting, the world itself will actually be, well, there'll be like literally no water. But if we jump into the top of the painting, there will be a shit ton of water in the world. And there's a couple of levels in this game that have interesting attributes like this, but that's mainly the biggest gimmick of this one. But first things first, I'm going to level 1, the shocking arrow lifts. Let's go! Yahoo! And, wait, hang on, the water should be a lot lower than this. I'm really confused. No matter. Anyway, the biggest gimmick of this world is basically the water itself, and we're gonna have to raise and lower the water to basically what we need in order to get from one point to another. And a good example of this is right down here when we access this switch, because this switch will go swing, and all of the water will magically drain, allowing us to basically run around like a loony, and it's a great. What can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? But basically, you're going to want to try and find the right ones of these switches are pressed for each individual mission you're going to, and our goal is actually up there. So you might be wondering, why did I actually drain the water if we're meant to go up there? Well, it's quite simple, really. There's a teleport right by here, so I can just basically teleport right on into the mission itself. Bada bing, bada boom, and there's the first power star. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yes. I'm not gonna lie as well, ladies and gentlemen. I've been kind of dreading this recording session because, on one hand, I love playing Mario 64, but the test run for these couple of worlds did not go very well at all. I mean, seriously, I did quite a few test runs for this set of stages, and they were nightmares. So hopefully this recording sequence goes well. If it does not, well, you might see a tiny bit of rage from me. That's basically all I'm gonna say. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but fortunately this world itself is actually pretty simple for all things considered. There's only one area of this world that I can really see people having too much trouble with, and with the exception of that one sequence, the rest of the world's quite easy. Also, this purple guy, we're going to start seeing him quite a bit from this point onwards in the game, and he's a pain in the ass. If he gets hold of you, he will grab you, swing you around, and chuck you, usually off giant cliffs like this one. So, don't let him grab you, ladies and gentlemen. And the way you kill him is basically the same way you kill the Bob-omb. You kill the King Bob-omb in the first stage of the game, but the problem... Oh, that was close. The biggest problem with him is he's obviously a lot smaller, so it's a lot easier to get caught by him. So he's a nightmare. I do not like that enemy type, but what can I tell you? But there we go, there's the second star. Easy peasy. A lemon squeezy. Oh, yeah! The secrets in the shallows and the sky. Oh, let's go! And also, I'm hoping my audio quality comes out pretty clear now, because I've actually picked up a brand new, not so much microphone, I got the same microphone, but I've gotten a microphone stand now. It's like an arm that I attach my microphone to, which will hopefully allow me to have less issues. Like before, every now and then I used to occasionally tap my microphone, and it used to make, I guess, like that sort of noise. And it always drove me bloody batshit insane when I did it by accident. So now it's less likely that's going to happen, which is damn cool. It's about time as well, because it's really frustrating when I used to do that. But anyway, for this mission, but yeah, this is a little bit of a cryptic one, because we do basically need to go and push various blocks and go to very specific areas on this map in order to find, well, secrets. I don't exactly know why breaking that box counts as a secret, but there we are. So yeah, it's, this mission's kind of annoying, basically. You just need to go to the very specific points and hit and basically activate whatever it is on those points. There's another mission like this in an upcoming stage that I also don't like because it's just very cryptic and the game doesn't really do a good job of telling you what's a good point, but I digress. Anyway, these enemies by here, we can't actually kill them, but we can use them to our advantage, so... Oh no, don't throw me, Ah, yes, swine. Anyway, as I was saying, these enemy types by here, they're annoying, but we need to use them to our advantage to get up to the higher paths whenever we don't have this place flooded, so, basically, run around them, give them the old run around, and use them to your advantage. I don't like them myself because they always seem to catch me off guard, and it's not cool, what can I tell you, but I digress. Right, I believe we're coming up to the end soonish. Is this a secret over here? I always forget, like some of these aren't actually secrets. Yeah, this isn't. But it seems like they would be, but I don't know. The last one should be up here if I remember correctly. Boop! Okie dokie, let's do this. Like, again, like I said, there's no real indicator as to where these secrets are. You just have to randomly walk around the level and just bump into everything and jump into everything until you find them. It's just... I don't know, I just find it to be quite a boring sort of stage to go through, you know, ladies and gentlemen? But, I digress. Okay, so... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Whee! I need to find a switch to raise the water level. Oh, there we go, that's perfect. It's perfect. Perfect, mate. So, yeah, this is probably the biggest inconvenience of the stage, is just trying to find the right water switches in order to go and raise and lower the water level at the right time. It's not too bad, but I know some people who would probably get really frustrated by it. And, I'm probably going to get real frustrated at my N64 controller during this run, ladies and gentlemen, because during my test playthrough, that's what pissed me off. Like, as I said in many LPs before this, I use the N64 in, and probably in this LP, it's one of my favorite things about the console to bitch about. The analog stick is shit. It's the best way I can put it. The analog stick is just it's just crap. So, honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the N64 analog stick. I'm really tempted to go and get this thing modded at some point, like chuck a GameCube analog stick instead, and because I know that's possible somehow. So yeah, because it's just a nightmare, you know, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, for this mission, we are going to want to break open that block because well, we're going to use it to our advantage pretty soon. Basically, we need to press open that block in order to, well, simply put, in order to make our way up to the top so we can actually get the power star. Because you might notice the power star in the previous part was, like in this cage area. And basically, that block is the entrance into that cage area. Which means we basically need to do that, then go over here and basically race against time a little bit, because there is a certain type of lift up there, and oh Fanny, I fucked that up. There's a certain type of lift up there that we need to jump on, and that lift, it takes a few seconds, I guess, until it goes back up after you originally land on it. So what the what? Okay, that's never happened to me before. That's a new one. That's definitely a new experience. That's a new one. That's never happened before. But, there we go, you can see the cave over there. Cage. So, just run on back up here, push the blocks, bada bing, bada boom. Whew. Right, let's do this. Alright, so basically what we want to do when we're up here is, basically, let me just, jump on this one, then race it down. just realized I probably shouldn't have raised the water level. I should have kept the water level quite low for this. Yeah, okay, I'm a derp. I should have kept the water level low. I'm an idiot. Oh. These enemy types are doing my Sweden. If anyone in the comments knows how to deal with these enemies and, well, not get chained by them, please give me advice. Please. I would appreciate it. Anyway, now we're back up here. It turns out we had to have the water level drained first. I was a bit of a derp when I did this. Alright, now we go down here. I usually wait until I hear Mario doing his wow scream, and then I do like a dive kick. Well, not so much a kick, but I do some sort of action like a dive or a ground pound in order so I don't take fall damage in there. It's just a matter of jumping on the lift quickly and climbing on back up. Bada bing, bada boom. Another power star is ours. Now how are we gonna get out of this cave? It's a cage, not a cave. Why do I keep calling it a cave? Oh my god. Hoi, mamma mia. Time to go to town for red coins. Alright, now this is the part of the mission where I I can't get my words out properly today, apparently. This is the part of the mission where I genuinely do not... what's the word? I start to get annoyed because, while I say Mario 64 itself has... I say the game hasn't aged all that well. And during the course of the playthrough up until this point, it's not very that apparent that the game hasn't aged that well. Like, most of the gameplay is still pretty damn fun. This is the point in the game where you just realize, oh no, it has not aged well in the slightest, and I fluffed up again. I shouldn't have sunk the water. Oh, sweet Jesus. But yeah, basically this is the point of the time in the game where you just realize, okay, things are a little bit squiffer because the camera has not aged very well, and I have mentioned this before where the camera is just like, it just goes in these weird sharp angles, right? Well, in this mission, good luck controlling the camera. That's all I'm gonna say. But before we can do anything, I need to go up here and raise the water level again. My big issue with this stage is I'm sort of thinking ahead of the parts I'm meant to do. Like, I know at one point I'm meant to lower the water level, but I did it way too early just a second ago, so it's just there you go. Let's raise this back up because we do need to speak to a pink Bob-omb. Because the only way to get to the town section is actually using a cannon. And it's actually been a long time since we needed to use a cannon in this game, now that I think about it, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Which makes me happy they haven't completely forgot. Alright, let's see, can I get up there with a simple somersault? I might be able to. I just need to be a little bit closer to the edge. Getting up here is a little tricky, I'll be honest. Right. Okay, maybe I do need to do a triple jump. Alright, fine. You're the boss, video game. You're the boss. That is not a triple jump. This could take a while. There we go. Finally got it. So I did need to use a somersault. It's just very, 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 very picky with its bloody positioning. But there we go. We can now access the beautiful cannon, which allows us to gain access to the next area, which is it's actually quite a nice looking area, and I always like the area we're about to go to, but I hate the camera in this area because the camera is 9 times out of 10 awful and a pain in the ass to deal with. You'll see what I mean when we get there. But for now, this position, there we go, just need to aim for that corner of that. Bada 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 bada. That should be high enough. Ready hang on. Ready the cannons. A fire! Come on, make it. Oh, almost a perfect shot. Oh, this is why I'm doing a Let's Play of this game, ladies and gentlemen. I am just professional at it. Even though I know like 20 speedrunners who can just destroy me at this game. But that's beside the point, just beside the point. Anyway, just a little swim by here. This sequence is, you're not really ever in any danger of drowning down here, but it can be a little bit dodgy because I have noticed sometimes I get stuck on the walls in here, and it caused me to lose a few seconds time. It's not anything dangerous because obviously you got so much time, and you have such a high health bar, but you know, it's something that some people may not like and something that people may find a little bit squiff. What can I tell ya? Oh well. I also noticed we tend to use Mel Mario in this game a lot more than I remember. Like, I remember Mel Mario being in this game, like, not much at all, but I noticed we've been using him quite a bit. I mean, I'm not complaining. I love using Mel Mario. I just love the way Mel Mario looks. I just love the idea behind Mel Mario. He's such a cool, he's such a cool invulnerability power-up. He's probably one of my favorite invulnerability power-ups in the whole series. Like, granted, it's not really much competition because most of them are just power stars that go da 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 da. You know, they just make Mario all seizure-inducing in most cases. But I digress. Anyway, with this stage, the biggest issue you're going to deal with here is probably the Mario. There we go. That's a bit. That was weird. The biggest thing you're going to have to worry about in here is probably the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna say, not even probably, it's gonna be guaranteed the camera's gonna be the biggest issue you're gonna have in here, so, you know, be careful, just, keep your wits about you, and you probably find yourself getting a little bit lost at points on where to go in order to get the red coins. Usually, the best little bit of advice I can give you for this stage is the red coins are gonna be hidden inside these blocks. So if you see a block like this, there's a red coin in there. I wanted to do the you cheeky bastard! I wanted to do the kickflip then, it just did not work like I intended. Okay. It's just thread the needle. It's a bit of a lengthy mission though, I will be honest, like, come on. Oh, just in time. Not just in time, just made it. Like, I don't know, this is one of those missions where it's just really tedious to go through and, a little bit awkward to find what you want, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And also, it's also one of those stages where you're going to start using wall jumps a lot. And as I said previously, wall jumps in this game can be a little squiff. Can be ever so slightly squiff. And for God's sake, and this is what I was on about with the camera somewhat, because the problem is, I keep holding a direction on the analog stick, but when I'm doing that, the camera, it shifts in perspective, and when I do that, then it makes Mario, I guess it sort of makes Mario, what's the word I'm looking for here? It makes him not wall jump properly, because then his momentum's dictated by my movements on the analog stick, so it can be a little squiff for that. And the problem is, I do think I need to hold forward onto a wall when I'm he will not do his sort of bouncing off wall animation, you know, it can be a little annoying. Oh well, there's one side done, it's time... Ow! It's time to go and get the other side and get the last of the red coins. Let's go. But, again, this stage isn't too bad, you just have to deal with some very dodgy camera, which, admittedly, the camera by here is doing such a bad job than it was when I last played the game, because last time I played the game, the camera was much, much lower on the ground than it is right now, and it was just impossible to control. Oh, for fanny's sake. It was impossible to control. And with that, there's red coin number 8. Let's get this power star and get out of here. Thank Christ for that, because, Jesus. Again, I like this little area. It's kind of a neat place, but again, the camera is just a little squiff, and I don't know, I just find it a little bit awkward to position and maneuver your way around. Plus, there's not really too many platforming well, there's not too much area. It's not all that special, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, my speeches are failing me. But it's time to move on into the next portion of this world again, where we're gonna go back down there. And this mission can take you some time, or no time at all, depending on how good you are at wall jumps. Because, well, basically you need to do some pretty tight wall jumps in order to succeed at this one. Anyway, you guys don't need to see me going back to downtown area, so I'll cut it out for you guys. So I'll see you guys in a second. We all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. 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 How did you guys miss me? Probably not, because this is going to be like literally a few seconds ahead in the video, so whoop-de-doo. Right, so the main gist of this one, ladies and gentlemen, is first things first, we're going to have to drain the water level as always, but if you saw over there earlier on, you can see it now, but until it popped out of existence, you can see it quickly. There was a vanish cap. We need to grab this, and basically there's a cave all the way on the left-hand side of the world here that we need to get to. And when we get into that cage, well, basically we need to wait for the wing cap to... It's a vanish cap. We need to wait for the vanish cap to wear out, and then wall jump our way up. So, you know, in terms of what we need to do, this is actually a very simple mission. But again, the wall jump mechanics can be a little squiff at times. The camera can be extremely squiff. In fact, I'm actually kind of lucky with how the camera's performing so far in this stage. Judging from my angle here, it's not gonna last much longer. But yeah, all right, there we go. Vanish caps run out. Hopefully we can get this done in a short amount of time. All right. Oh, Fanny, here we go. Here we go. This is probably the most frustrating jump in the entire game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, just because the camera angle is not good and a pain in the ass. Alright, there we go, I managed to get the camera indoors now. Oh, this is even worse! Come on, work with me here, please? Oh, mamma mia! Oh, yeah, this could take some attempts. Like, this issue by here, this is the biggest problem with this game, really, is the camera and like tiny sections like this. It's not really apparent through most of the game, but when it comes to sequences like this, it's a pain in the ass. Like, I'll be honest, I think I prefer the camera. I know people hate the camera in Sunshine for some reason, but I honestly prefer the camera in Sunshine to this, you know? At least that's completely manual, so I have full control over it. Jesus! Oh, did I... Oh, I made it, thank you God. That's a pain in the ass. I hate that jump. And the worst thing is, sometimes as well, if you're frustrated or feeling a little bit flustered, sometimes you can also find yourself bouncing off this wall back here and completely missing the power star and going all the way back down there to redo it from the beginning again, and it's just stressful. Because that happened in my test run. Seriously, it's a pain in the ass. It's not cool, ladies and gentlemen. It's not cool indeed. But anyway, that was a pretty fun stage. That was Wet Dry World. It's neat. Not the best stage in the world, not the worst. It just sort of exists, really.